Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking all about my logo right after this. Okay, so recently I started a business called Chair Repair, and it's a little local business where I fix chairs for um, different restaurants in Rockwall, Texas. And so here is the logo that I finally was able to come up with, and today I'm just going to be going over some tips and tricks of coming up with your logo and what you would like in your logo. So what I wanted in this logo was I wanted it to show that I lived in Texas and that I was proud of Texas. So that's why I made lots of Texas as mainly the logo. Then I wanted to incorporate like obviously something repair or like some sort of icon. I was gonna stick a hammer here in Texas, but I decided to use the wrench instead. Then I just made this shadow, or this little shadow on the wrench to make it look a little bit more modern, because that's in a more modern flat design effect. So I just stuck that on there for fun. And it's not going to be like a really big company. I was just sort of having fun with this one. And and what I also wanted from this logo was that I could be able to stick it on different backgrounds. So I can stick it on a black background and it still looks very professional, as does it on the white. I actually like it on the black better. It just looks more, I don't know, looks cooler. So then I chose my two colors. It's this green, this tannish color, and the tannish color is pretty hard to tell what it is. If I were to change this to the tan, you'd be able to see it. So it just looks sort of like that. So I'm not going to be this is not really that much of a tutorial. I'm just sort of telling you some different tips and tricks about creating your own logo. So first of all, you want to think about your top, for if you're having a business, you want to think of the top your top things about your business that are like different from any other company, or or what you want your business to be all about. And I chose my business to be called Chair Repair because that just sounds good. Sort of rhymes. And I chose the color because I don't know, it just sort of looks like the green sort of gives this darker green sort of gives a worker effect, or like a growing effect. And so I wanted to show that to the my clients, the restaurants that I'm working for, that I could help them grow by fixing their chairs or something like that. And then the brown is just for more of a outdoorish type, like wooden or rustic look. That's why I chose the brown, because I'm also just fixing wooden chairs only. So that's a little bit of why I chose the colors. I did have a blue that I liked pretty well, and I think an orange too, but I decided to go with a green because that suited what I was all about, even though blue is my favorite color. So that's something you want to make sure you incorporate is what are you saying through the color, so, and there's all different types of logos. There's just a symbol logo, like this is a symbol logo. It doesn't have any text in it. I didn't try to put any text in it, and then there's the other logos that are like um, a text, but it has a picture incorporated into the text, and so it's not just a text. Like those are probably like FedEx has I don't know if you've ever noticed before, but it has an X. I mean, it actually has an arrow in the word FedEx. So that's like a little hidden picture in their text, and that's one. I can't really think of any other ones right now, but there's other ones that just have text, and then they have like an image incorporated into the text, and that's pretty neat how they do that. And then there's just logos where there's just like a symbol and it has text and pictures, and it's a little bit more complicated, but it's more like a symbol instead of a logo. But that's what lots of people use for logos also. And but something that you really want to think about for your logo is colors. And so usually you should have a primary and secondary color, I've heard. And so in this logo particularly, the symbol logo actually has two colors in it, the darker green and the lighter green. And but I don't really think of those as very different, so it's not very like a different color. So the brown is like my secondary color. The green is my primary because I have it like filled in here. And so yeah. And then another thing you want to think about is having not too many colors, because you don't want to have like 5 different colors, because that really complicates things for other people's eyes to just bring in all those colors at once, unless they're very pretty much the same and stuff like that. And there's some exceptions to this also, that like if it's like a rainbow type of logo or a color company or something like that, paint, then yeah, you can incorporate like a rainbow of stuff, but usually you just want to have company colors. Like so that's pretty cool how you can sort of market off of your colors, and you can make your text your colors, your website just sort of blending with your colors. And I also have a website for this business I started. I'll put it in the description below, but it's I'll talk about my website later, maybe some web design tips. I'm not very good with that yet. I'm still learning a lot about it, but I thought I might try, just see if you guys like it. So now I'm going to I'm not going to create the Texas right now because that would take too long, but I'm going to create this shape in here, the wrench shape. And the wrench shape was actually really difficult to create. It wasn't very difficult to create, but took me a little while to get it exactly perfect, or how I wanted it. And I looked at a bunch of different wrench shapes on Google Images, and that's something you need to do whenever you're coming up with a logo. That might help you with ideas, just searching and trying to find ideas. That really helps you brainstorm for logos also. And so what I did for this is I created a circle and hit shift to make it be proportionate. And so I just created a circle like this. So like this, it's going to be a green wrench, by the way. And then I created a rectangle like this. So this rectangle would be its handle. And I didn't want the wrench to look like it's just a perfect symmetric wrench, because that's most wrenches aren't very symmetrical, I guess. So It's more like on the side, and this side came out more than that. So I'm going to try to do that here. So then I'm going to grab the polygon tool and draw a polygon and make it have 6 sides. Make it hexagon. And so then I'm going to drag it up here, make it black, so I can see what it would look like if I was to subtract it from the shape. Okay, so I'm going to rotate it a little bit and make it a little bit smaller. And something that's good for making logos is these type of logos is adding and subtracting. That was the most awesome tool that I've ever learned for creating shapes, like complicated shapes that you want to be like very geometric and not like distorted at all. So I think for this, to make this exact, I'm gonna actually rotate it again to the middle, and if you hit shift, then it will straighten to the very middle, and then I can align the circle and the very exact midpoint, so then I can see how I want this to be. So here I've got it, and I'm gonna bring this down just a bit. And of course on the logo I don't have the full handle there, so I wanted something like that, but it took me a little while to get it just perfect, and I'm not going to get it just perfect here again because it took me a while, but you know, it does take a while to get a satisfying shape. And actually some people use logos that are like have some sort of mathematical like curve, some different ratios and stuff. I haven't learned about that yet, but I've heard it's really cool and stuff. So like the Apple logo and the Nike, I think they have some of those ratios in them, so you could check that out too. So that's pretty cool how they make it pleasing to the eye that way. But that's just something that you can do. And then after you're done, this is not how it would look, but after you're done, then you could just subtract this from here and it would be that shape, and then add this to the circle. Now it's just one shape. Then you'd come in with the corner tool and pull out, make it more of a smoother flow into the handle. And I thought that was pretty cool how you could do that. I really like the corner tool a lot. It's really helpful. So yeah, that doesn't look as perfect as this one does, but you know, it was a little bit hard for me to come up with that. So I'm probably not going to come up with it very soon in a tutorial. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it was useful to you. If you're making a logo or making a logo for someone else, logos are pretty difficult to come up with. You have to be pretty creative and make sure you know what your client or you want before you make it. So just make sure that you remember these tips whenever you make a logo. And so also, if you have not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and you can even click on my name and it will take you right to my channel where I have a lot of other videos only about Affinity Designer. I don't make videos on anything else, so this is a great place for you to learn about Affinity Designer. So and then for you guys that are already subscribed, go ahead and leave a comment and tell me if you are making a logo, how it's going, or if you have any more suggestions for a logo, how to make logos. Please leave those down below. and so you can teach me more about how to create logos, because I'm still learning myself. So thanks for watching this video, and I hope to see you in my next one.